controversial opinion. It doesn't serve you to resist or blame the system. And a lot of us in the spiritual community, us who are in search of enlightenment, us who are into bringing in and manifesting what people call the new earth, don't like the system. And that's cool, and it's totally valid. We have all the best reasons not to like the system. But when you're trying to manifest abundance, health, freedom, time, happiness, resisting or blaming the system just doesn't fit that, obviously, because if you blame or resist the system, be it the legal system, the monetary system, the capitalist system, if you are cultivating feelings of resentment, judgment, and blame, obviously that is going to be your life experience. You're literally generating those feelings for yourself or for no reason, really. I mean, you do have your valid reasons. We all have our valid reasons. Especially us who are into bringing in the new earth, where systems are run either differently or by people who are really about the good of all. But like it needs a systemic change if we are to do this, but it's not gonna happen if we are blaming and resisting the current system. And it's not only that, when you're cultivating these feelings of resistance, blame, and resentment against the world, really, it's not only that then that is your experience, but it's also that what you focus on, you manifest more of the same. What you resist persists. So what you focus on, if you are focusing on blaming and resisting the system, then it's the more you focus on that, like obviously your focus is on that. So more of the same is happening. Okay, so what to do instead? So I'm not saying to accept and condone what we know is not right, but cultivating the feelings of resistance and blame and resentment is just not gonna make a difference. But what will is to simply seeing and being aware of what's so, and neither resisting nor accepting, simply seeing and being aware, neither resisting nor accepting, and just internally, calmly, but firmly saying no, if it's a no. And that's it. Just internally decide, that's it, we're done with this. And that's all that is needed. And then focus on your life, focus on you having that internally which you hope to receive from the system. So if what you want is whatever it is that you want to manifest, we always start from two true choices. So true choices are something that you choose just because you love it and no other reason. So not because you want to get away from something or fix something, or because you're resisting something. So instead we create from just what we love. And then be it to see it, so that you internally already have that. So whatever it is, what is it that you want from the system? Do you want it to just be, I don't know, more fair? So then create that internally. Okay, so what would you get if the system were more fair, if that's what you want. So if that were already done, if that was already true, what would you get out of that? How would that make you feel? Maybe you would feel peace, let's say. So then your job is to create that experience for yourself already now. And be it to see it. You first be it and then you see it. Because that's just how manifestation works. It's like when you cut open an acorn, the blueprint for the forest is already there, even though you can't see it. So if you hold the blueprint, the intention, the vision for what would it be like for you if you had peace? What would it be like for you if that reality that you are wanting to manifest were already real right now? And be it to see it. And when there's inspired action, take the inspired action. That is all that is needed. And if and when we reach a critical mass where more people understand this than those who don't, and each of us, let's say 5 billion people, by some miracle, 5 billion people understand this is how it works, be it to see it. What would it be like if we already had that world? Who would we be being? How would we act? What would we do? And just start being that and doing that. And this will inevitably manifest that kind of reality. And because we are not doing it. It's not little old you, it's not little old me who's doing it. Manifestation it doesn't work by ego. Manifestation works by you getting out of the way, you ego self, little old you, getting out of the way so that the superconscious, your higher self, the divine, the universe, the great flow of the Tao, whatever you want to call it, does all the things for you. And this works on a personal level and also on a collective level. So quit resisting the system. You are drinking the poison that belongs to them by resisting and blaming and cultivating those feelings which you don't want to live with that. If you already had that reality where we live in a system that actually really, really works for all of us, what would be your focus? And just do that. And if 4, 5, 6, 7 billion of us just did that, it's inevitable that it would change. Reality would change, because this is just how it works. Because what you focus on, who you are being, you are manifesting, you're calling in more of the same. It's electromagnetic. It's an electromagnetic attraction. It's also based in the 1880 double slit experiment, where they have proven that what we are is what we human beings are. We are the observer who observes potentiality into matter. So whatever we focus on manifests into this 3D reality. Whatever we focus on, more of that gets created. So if we focus on the blame and the resentment and how it doesn't work and try to fix it, like we are just observing more of the same into the physical 3D reality. Plus also, it's not us who does the thing. It's this personality, this name, this history, that how you identify as until now, that's not who you truly are. So why would you try for that to manifest the world that you want to see? It's not capable. But you are capable. That which you truly are It is very, very capable. And yes, this is also a consensus reality. And the controllers know this really well. So quit watching TV also. Quit listening to bad news. I mean, be aware by all means. That's what I'm saying. So what it takes is just being aware, simply seeing and internally deciding yes or no. That's it. Then, if it's a no, okay, so what would it be like if you already lived in that world where that doesn't exist? And like I say, if there is inspired action that comes out of your no, your sacred no, if there is inspiration, if there's inspired action, if you get an intuitive hit or an intuitive download for what you should be doing to go towards that reality collectively, by all means, take that action which your superconscious, your higher self recommends you. That is superconscious intuition. And really, really, it does work that way. That what we intend in the correct way, reality will go that way. So, and just a little addition to that is that it doesn't take you journaling about it. It doesn't take like these huge manifestation practices or techniques. It doesn't take willpower. It doesn't take your ego willing it into existence from your mind. It just takes, going for a walk, doing your washing up, or being in the shower and letting that thought pass in the very back of your mind. And it happens. If you can really just let that be, just like a passing thought in the very back of your mind, like a very gentle, light intention. It's like it's dropped into the quantum soup, the eternal, endless field of information where all possibility exists already, and you just really gently just drop that intention. Doesn't take longer than a split second. Just really gently drop that intention. That's all it takes. It shall be.